Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are brand new, my name is Candace. Welcome to my journey. So this week I'm going to do a pregnancy update for weeks 27 and 28. And this week I hit the third trimester, which is so amazing. I cannot believe it. I'm just so excited to have hit this huge milestone, and we are in the home stretch. So I just have a few more weeks left for us to meet our baby girl, but I'm going to do an update for last week, which was week 27, and this week. So week 27 was really good. I still feel really good, still staying active. I actually went hiking last week, which was something I have not done in a few months, so it was very challenging. But the good thing is that it has cooled off a little bit here in Arizona, and by cooled off I mean like 80 degrees. But I just did a very brief hike just to make sure I'm staying active and staying moving. So it was a little challenging, but I did make it. So that was pretty much the highlight of week 27, is being able to get out at 27 weeks pregnant and go hiking. I have been craving more sweets, it seems like. So as I said before in my last pregnancy update, this crazy chocolate almond milk, anything chocolate. And so that's something that has been new with the last couple of weeks, is just increase in craving the sweets. Overall, I feel really good. I have started experiencing some leg cramps, which are a little bit uncomfortable. It's mostly at night when I'm sleeping, or maybe if I'm sitting for a little while. So I just have to make sure that I'm staying moving and keeping my circulation going. Still feeling the round ligament pain, which is very painful, and it is of course normal. And I talked to the doctor about it, and they said that that was normal, just with, you know, the stretching and everything. So just learning how to deal with it, and it does happen pretty often. I would probably say a couple times a week. So and it only lasts for a few seconds. It just feels like muscle spasms and like the tightening of my muscles. The other thing is my appetite still hasn't increased. I know a lot of times people say they're pregnant and they want to eat all this different food, and they eat all this, you know, 2-3 servings of food. I still have been eating about the same amount. As I said, I just eat snacks. So I'll eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then I'll eat 2 to 3 snacks in between. It'll be maybe some yogurt or fruit or something small. So I am still eating the same amount that I've eaten before, which was I was a little worried at first, you know, wondering if the baby was getting enough nutrition and was growing enough. But if I try to eat too much, then I get sick. It makes me feel like really like I can't breathe. I just feel like so miserable. I've tried that before, because I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm pregnant, I need to be eating more, and then I'm just miserable for the whole day. So I eat what I can, and I eat really nutritious stuff. So that's all I can do. Another thing for week 27 that I've been noticing, and probably even some of the weeks before, is that my nails and my hair are growing like crazy, which I'm really excited about. My skin is also the clearest it has ever been, because I've always suffered from breakouts and acne and different things, but I have not really had to wear much makeup in my pregnancy, because my skin is, I have a couple little blemishes here and there, but for the most part my skin is clear. Thank you, baby bubs. My nails are growing, my hair is growing, so I'm really excited about that. So I think that's pretty much it for week 27. Week 27 was not really eventful. It went really well, and of course I took my belly picture, which I will put at the end of the video. So now this week, week 28, has been good, but it has been a little bit emotional, because I had a couple of doctor's appointments. And so for the whole pregnancy, and even before I got pregnant, I was saying that I wanted to have a natural, like, vaginal birth. And so I found out that I'm not going to be able to do that. So I will give you guys more information about that in a second. But for week 28, I did my glucose test, so I'm waiting to hear back the results. I did the 1 hour glucose test, and I did the fruit punch drink, which was actually really good. Tastes like Hawaiian punch. I was a little nervous, but I did that. I had my blood drawn. Still going through the round ligament pain this week, week 28, and I guess that's just going to be ongoing, as you know, my ligaments are trying to figure out what the heck is going on, and my stomach is stretching, and my body is trying to support all this extra weight that I have now. So still having the round ligament pain and some of the leg cramps, but no swelling or anything. Still no nausea, no vomiting, no food aversions, nothing like that. So as far as my 28-week appointment, the appointment went really well. The ultrasound went really good. So the baby is measuring right on track. She weighs about 2 pounds and 7 ounces now, which is around the 56th percentile for her size, for, you know, where I am now at 28 weeks. So that was really good to hear, because as I said, I don't eat a whole lot. So I was a little worried my baby was gonna be small, but they said that that's a really good size for her to be right now, because you don't want her to get too big too quick. That was just a little bit of a relief for me to know that she's measuring right on track. So I have officially been switched over from a midwife to an OB. I had to meet with an OB this week with my report for my myomectomy surgery. As many of you guys probably already know, I had like 15 or so fibroids removed 2 years ago, and I had an open myomectomy, which I was cut from my navel all the way down, and the fibroids were all in the outer cavity of my uterus, and so the doctor was able to just cut them all away, and the smaller ones he was able to use a laser to remove. But because of the position of where some of my fibroids were and the way that they had to be removed, the OB feels that it would be a threat to me to try to have a vaginal birth, because some of those muscles may have been weakened in the surgery, just because of the way I had to be cut and then re-stitched. And so I have officially been moved from a midwife to an OB, so I will not be able to do a vaginal birth. And I have to be honest with you guys, because I always try to be transparent. I am very disappointed, and I was very emotional in that appointment. I was crying a lot, and I have nothing against C-section. I know C-section mothers are warriors, and so I have nothing against having a C-section. But I think in my mind, after I had my surgery and preparing to be pregnant, and even through my pregnancy, in my mind I worked so hard to prepare my body, and to have to hear that I'm not going to be able to have the birth that I envisioned, it was very disheartening, and it was very emotional for me. So that's something that I'm still kind of trying to work through in my mind. The OB pretty much said that she feels it will be safest for me to have a C-section at 38 weeks before my body begins to labor on its own, because what she doesn't want to happen is that, you know, my uterus, I start contracting, and I start putting more pressure on my uterus, and I'm trying to, you know, do a vaginal birth, and then it could cause my uterus to rupture, because if it's not strong enough for the labor. So I have to trust the OB's judgment, because she also said that she met with a few of her colleagues and showed them my operative report, and they all agreed as well that we should not try to chance having a vaginal birth after having a myomectomy, just because of where my fibroids were situated and how they were removed. I think my surgeon did an amazing job, and I love him. I think he did what he could with what he had to work with, and so I'm not, you know, there's no fault of anyone's. And I knew going into a pregnancy there was a chance that I would not be able to do a vaginal birth, so it was always in the back of my mind, but I was hoping that I would be able to. So I just have to kind of wrap my mind around it, and that's why I was so adamant about not going into this pregnancy with all of these different plans. Like, I didn't want to have all these different plans because I know things can change so suddenly. So I didn't want to have all these plans and then be disappointed when the plans aren't going to work out. So I think that's what's helping me in the back of my mind not to be as sad and as disappointed as I probably could be. But so I'm just still trying to process that. I also asked about, because we do have 2 other frozen embryos that we are hoping that we can be reunited with in the future. I asked her about future pregnancies and future deliveries and labor. And of course she said the more surgeries you have, the higher the risks are. So I think for now I'm going to focus on getting our baby girl here safely. And then once I'm able to heal and, you know, have some time, we will revisit when we will, or if we will, transfer our other embryo. So it was just kind of a lot to deal with this week, a lot to take in. And like I said, I'm still processing it, but I wanted to remain transparent, as I always do on my videos, and let you guys know that I'm very disappointed. And once again, it's nothing towards C-sections, C-section moms, anything like that. Just me personally, I wanted to do things a certain way. And so now being told that that would be a risk for me and my baby to do it the way that I really wanted to do it is just going to take some time for me to get adjusted to. Also, she said one risk of possibly doing a vaginal birth and having my uterus rupture is a hysterectomy, which I don't want a hysterectomy right now. But it also puts things into perspective that I have a whole lot of stuff to do. So I have been ordering things for the nursery, the large items. As I told you guys, I got a crib, I've been looking at a glider, I've been looking at a dresser that I'm waiting for it to go on sale. So I'm trying to get the nursery together and have it finished by hopefully like mid-November. And we've already started moving some small things over to the new house. We still live in our current house, we haven't moved yet. So we're hoping to be moved by next month as well. So we want to get everything situated and settled in November so that whatever may come in December, I'll be ready for it. I'm very grateful that we will be meeting our baby girl a little bit sooner than we thought, and my hope and my prayer is that that we do whatever we have to do to make sure that I'm safe and to make sure that our baby girl is safe. And so it is going to take me a little bit of time to wrap my mind around, you know, having to have a C-section. But at the same time, I am okay. None of my journey has gone as planned. So I'm just learning how to be flexible and just how to be grateful for every little thing. And I am grateful that our baby girl is healthy and that, you know, that I will get to meet her a little bit sooner than I thought. But I am just still disappointed that the labor and delivery experience won't be what I had envisioned. I am just going to continue to do everything that I can do to make sure that I am healthy. I'm eating as healthy as I can. I'm still going to stay active, and I'm going to do everything I can up until we schedule that C-section date and it's time for us to meet our baby girl. I'm just so excited to be at this point, and so excited that this journey is almost coming to an end and that a new journey will be beginning soon. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll be back next time with another video. Bye.